What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TK from the Batcave, and tonight we got some Wolverine news, sort of some Wolverine news. You know what I gotta do better? I gotta be able to schedule these live streams. Promote these live streams, because I just don't do that. I just go with the flow, and I happen to just want to go live for those few minutes. But whatever. I hope you guys are having a great night. I know it's a busy night for a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of streams going on, so I don't want to step on anybody, but I need to talk about this. I'm sorry. But let's see who's in the chat. We got Las Cruces in the chat. What is up? Thank you for dropping by. He's my boy from New Mexico. Right there, New York, New Mexico. They're far away from each other. We got Dudes Talking Comics. Mo, if you guys haven't seen their live stream, you guys got to check out their live stream. Yesterday, I say they because it was Mo and his son, my cousin, Mo Jr. It's get confusing when we're gaming, but they had an amazing live stream with so many statues, so many pops. Very informative with anime. So I was like, it's weird for me to feel out of place when it comes to this nerdy stuff. And when it came to anime, I was just like, oh man, I have no idea what they're talking about. But it was a great live stream. Be sure to check out their channel as well. Who else we got up in here? Tom Hardy as the Wolverine. He said, I don't know. Maybe can he do it anymore? Are we looking for Tom Hardy to play Wolverine? Or honestly, I don't think it can happen, actually, because he's Venom. Got that good Terramana tequila from The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You feel me? I'm kidding. It's water. I haven't drank any of his tequila, but I've been dying to try it out. My boy Kevin and Entropy in Comics. Yo, this is my boy right here. Kevin, I did receive your package with what I won in your show. Thank you again for having me on your show and actually participating, because that was pretty cool. I won some cool comics, the Fug comics, and what other comics I got? The Venom one, and they were signed as well. So you gotta check him out, because he also spills some good beans in like the midday. Out of nowhere, I'd be on my phone, and then out of nowhere he comes out with some speculation, some news as well. So that's he's doing his thing over there. We got my cousin Logan. How are you? I came here because I heard Wolverine. I thought you came here just because you heard your cousin was going live streaming and you was gonna support me. No, but thank you, Logan. Thank you very much. I can't wait for you to be playing Mario. I do want to check that out. Actually, I thought nobody was going to show up. I thought there was a lot of streams going on and nobody was going to be here. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Again, today we're going to talk about Wolverine being in the MCU. I do have this article. Joe Russo, one of the directors, one of the brothers, actually said something about Wolverine being in the MCU. So I'll go over that. I got my boy Absolute Venom in the house. Can someone explain this Sony Marvel movie shit to me, please? You know what's funny, Absolute? I was thinking the same thing while I was reading this article earlier, or a few articles, and I was like, what is going on and how does it work, and what characters are in the MCU and what characters are not? Is the X-Men, we got Quicksilver, but did we get Quicksilver? I don't know what's going on. Smiley Tori, thank you for dropping by. She also has a brand new show. You guys should check it out. Unfortunately, I forget the name of the show, but is definitely something to check out, because I have a lot of fun with just watching them do what they do and talk about what they talk about. Cannabis and comics, huh? Can't go wrong with that, right? Who else we got in here? Disney, Marvel now owns all their characters again. Absolute, yeah. You see, we're gonna get into the whole conversation of what's going on. Maybe you guys can inform me as well. Again, I don't know what it is that they have going on, because it's somewhat different from what I feel like. I'm just like lost in who's gonna be in the MCU and who's not, and how they're gonna integrate the X-Men into the universe. But yeah, so without further ado, I got my boy Chronic Pain. This is another person that you guys been sleeping on. This guy does Halo content. He does a lot of gaming content. You guys could even check him out on my channel whenever I play like Warzone or whatever. I hit him up, and if he wants to play, we'll play. But check him out as well. I'll go if my phone tries to autocorrect my. All right, and got some autocorrects in here. To shoot Chronic. These guys are hilarious. Hopefully we play tonight as well. Yes, that means it will get simple for me Stupid. All right, so let's get into this article that I wanted to show you guys real quick, and then you guys can share your opinions on it and what you guys think. Let me see if I know if I'm good at doing this. Application window share. Here we go. Maybe I got it. Maybe you guys can see it. Let me see. Can I see myself seeing it? Yep. This is it right here. I do want to use this one because it makes me a little bit bigger. You guys can see me. All right. The title of this article is Avengers Endgame director knows how and when to avoid to add Wolverine to the MCU. This is coming from CBR.com. And it says Avengers Endgame director Joe Russo shared his thoughts on how Wolverine's introduction to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, should be handled. Whew, right? It's exciting. It gave me a goosebumps. Like, yo, bring him in, bring in X-Men, bring in Wolverine. But then again, I question, like, okay, wait a minute. How are they gonna bring him in, and who's gonna be the actor? And am I gonna be okay with this new actor portraying as Wolverine in the MCU? Let's continue. It says one of Avengers Endgame's directors has shared his thoughts on Wolverine potentially appearing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While appearing on the Lights, Camera, Barstool podcast, Joe Russo shared his thoughts on the Claude X-Men and how Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine still looms large over the character. That's true, right? You got your man. He played him for like 15 to 17 years. I forget how many years, but it's been a long time. Your boy was Wolverine. To realize him on screen, it's very hard because Hugh Jackman's performance is definitive, Russo said. It's like Batman. You have to really think of a way to. You have to really find the right actor to come in and give a really different take to that character. I wouldn't necessarily compare Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to Batman just because Batman's been portrayed already a few times in, I would say, a short period of time. Comparing him to Hugh Jackman, he's been Wolverine. He's the only one that's been Wolverine, and it's been like 15 years again. So we had what? We had Christian Bale. I'm talking about recent years. So we had Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and now Robert Pattinson. And have they been working out? I think so. I think the whole mix from Christian Bale to Ben Affleck was good. And I like Ben Affleck. I would just want to see more of him. Let me see. It says, but I would really love to see him on the screen. Did I miss anything there? Really different take. All right. So he's just talking about how difficult it would be to bring in a new cast member to play as Wolverine. It says Russo also said that Wolverine would benefit from a break on the big screen. Uh-oh. We're going for a break over here. What's up? I think the best thing is to take a break without question, he added. You need to rinse the towel a little bit, let everyone enjoy what was, and then come up with something new. But I love to take a crack at Wolverine at some point. All right, so this is somewhat saying, yo, you're not gonna see him in the recent years. And if that's the case, right? If we don't see him in the recent years, does that mean we can have an X-Men team without Wolverine? What do you guys think? Can we have an X-Men team without Wolverine? Because we know the X-Men are coming, right? Or are they not? Oh my God, don't tell me they're not coming. And there's all been speculations. But I'm gonna see what the chat has to say. I'll slow down right there. Is everybody saying what's up to each other? That's why I like to see, yo, what's up? My boy, yo, it's cool. We've been cool. Hugh Jackman. Thank you, Hugh Jackman. But it's time for a reboot Wolverine. Fans will get over it with a good performance. That's true as well. I think that can happen as well. I think Hugh Jackman played Wolverine and it was amazing. He was Wolverine. He'll always be Wolverine in my head just because he was the first and for his long ass run that he did. But will it work with a new actor, right? And is it too soon? Because I'm just talking about it because we're hearing things about X-Men, right? We got the rights to X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? And if the X-Men appear, would Wolverine have to appear for you guys? Is there an X-Men without Wolverine? is what I'm trying to say. Because from what I just read, Joe Russo, he's like saying like, hey, listen, I would love to take a crack at Wolverine. I'd love to be a part of the project of Wolverine and bring him in. But I just think right now it's just too soon and we're not trying to go that route. Superior Hero Reviews, what's up, my brother? I hope everything's going well with you. It's been a while. I need to see your content because I don't know, I don't get notifications like that. But thank you for dropping by, brother. We don't need the full X-Men right now. We have time, especially since the MCU owns their rights again. Exactly, we do. Yes, and I definitely agree. And with the full X-Men, what do you think, Mo? Do you think like just a few members of the X-Men should come through, or what do you think? I mean, every time I thought of X-Men, I always thought of Wolverine first and Cyclops. It would possibly be Cyclops first and then Wolverine. So if I ever see the X-Men in the MCU without no Wolverine, and again, I'm just saying this because of the speculations, because X-Men, hey, they're coming, they're almost here, they're probably around the corner. WandaVision opened up doors, multiverse is happening, so it could be possible. But then we got Joe Russo saying that, hey, listen, we're not trying to work on Wolverine right now. And he could be saying that as in like literally right now, this year, sort of, or in 2 years. But in the next 3 to 4 years, they actually have someone. I predict a full X-Men team will debut in the MCU around the second part of Phase 5. Wow, that sounds like you got the hookup or something, right? And that was so specific right there. I hope we get to see a full. You know what? Let's get Mo to be Wolverine, huh? What do you guys think? Kevin, hey, what's up? I would like to see Wolverine introduced in a Hulk movie. Ooh, like Incredible Hulk. That would be awesome. Like his debut in comics. That would be crazy. Imagine that. I never thought of that. That would be pretty awesome. With X-Men Easter eggs. Yep. I think the MCU should establish Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, and while that's happening, Wolverine should be set up during the Deadpool movies. Yeah, but how far are these movies? And when you have the director coming out and saying this, right? Let me see what he said again. Where you at? You need to rinse the towel a little bit, let everyone enjoy what was, and then come up with something new. But I love to take a crack at Wolverine at some point. Russo also, alongside his brother Anthony, helmed 4 films. Okay, here we go with the background. I know who they are and what they've done. Thank you. Okay, let me go back up here. Look at your boy, looking like a little Wolverine there. To realize him on screen, it's very hard because Hugh Jackman's performance is definitive. Russo said it's like Batman. You have to really think of a way too. Yeah. Again, that means all I'm saying is that I don't think they have any talks about Wolverine right now. And I would think they're talking about X-Men, or at least a little bit, trying to see who to come in. But again, anything can change, and possibly, the more the fans want, the more, they'll work on it. You get me? I feel like we're in an age where we have somewhat of a control of what we want to see on the big screen, right? I feel like there's a few things that no director would just pop up in their head and be like, oh yeah, let's do this. I think it's more of the fans pushing. And that's what I like to see, you can be a fan. Like, I just need my Batman solo films, good trilogy, but whatever. What else we got here? Smiley Toy, but have him later as like a New Mutant after they introduce a beginning team. Hey. Yeah, look, Absolute Venom, second that. Hulk versus Wolverine. That would be sick. That would be insane. Yeah, I don't know how they'll bring him in. Archangel Sins, thank you for dropping by. TK, what's your thoughts on a horror MCU route, like with Blade coming out perfectly, way too slow, too slowly introduced, Bloodstone and Nina Price? Yeah, I'm telling you, I always said this from the beginning. You get any horror elements into the MCU, and unfortunately, what was the film that just passed us by and had like little glimpses of horror and had a good, what was it, X-Force? But it was like, what am I thinking of? New? Yeah, I forget. You guys remind me. But anyways, you get the MCU or you get the DCU, and I've been trying, because I'm a big Batman fan, right? So obviously I'll be biased to the DCEU just because of Batman. And if you go the horror route with Batman, and especially with these characters, it's like, yo, I'm glad what you did with Spider-Man in the MCU. I'm glad with everything, but the thing is that you still have Iron Man as daddy, right? And we don't want to see that. Spider-Man is his own character, and he in the comics, he's one of the greatest, said by Cable from the future, and said by a lot of things, and Stan Lee's favorite character, I believe so as well. So it's like, yo, you got these standalone characters. Like, if you wanted to make money, you would harp on Spider-Man and his villains and his role gallery the same way with Batman DCEU. You would do the same thing. Now, the difference is that Batman in the DCEU would have to have a little bit of horror elements and be a little bit of rated R. Like, it should be rated R, just because Batman is seen not as a bat. It's not like the characters in Gotham City would see Batman and be like, "Oh my god, it's just a guy in a bat suit." No, they're horrified. Everybody's horrified in Gotham City because of Batman, like, and how he is. But you see it in the big screen, and you're like, nobody's scared, nobody's feeling a type of way. Oh, it's the Batman kind of deal. But when it comes to the comics, it's like, yo, they're terrified. All the bad people, all the villains are just like, what? And then you got his role gallery, which has the Riddler. Yo, you can make a whole movie on just the Riddler. The Joker, which we got, which was really good, but I want it to be a building block to the DCEU and where they're going. All right, there's a lot of talking. Where we at? Vote Mo for Wolverine. Hey man, you can make it happen. Wolverine. There you go. Hashtag Wolverine Mo. That would be cool. Get that trending, and then they look at you, and then they're like, nah. Imagine. Wolverine. There you go. Jesus, that took a lot to say. Oh man, Blade, Ghost Rider, and the rest of the horror characters would be dope. I'm telling you, you go the horror route, you go the rated R route, nothing's gonna stop. Nothing's gonna stop you. But nobody wants to listen. Everybody wants to be PG-13, and now Deadpool's coming out rated R, and we'll see. New Mutants just went the horror route. The movie was pretty decent. Yeah, New Mutants. There we go. I actually saw it not too long ago, and I thought it was decent. Was it the best? No. Was it anything up to par with the MCU currently right now? No. It was all right. I think once they find that niche when it comes to horror and superheroes, that once they figure that out, they're gonna just blow past whatever. Like right here, like what Mo said, Blade, Ghost Rider, and the rest of the horror characters. You get the what is the Midnight Suns or whatever they called, or what? You get Ghost Rider, you get Punisher. You do some bloody, gory horror. You make it happen. Imagine Punisher just shooting somebody's head off right there. Boom. Ghost Rider eating the soul out of somebody, and then you got Blade just chopping up vampires in a club. Right? I thought that was funny. Sorry. What else we got here? Marvel Monsters. Yes. Marvel Monsters Blade versus Morbius movie. Yes. And I heard recently that Jared Leto actually said that he'll be down for that, right? Who wouldn't be down for that? I'll be down for that and shit. Rise of the Midnight Suns. Yes, there you go. That would be amazing. It would be awesome. Chronic Morbius is horror. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. They're gonna move that route. I'm telling you, it's the move to make. You go that horror route, you start making things rated R, you start making it for mature, because honestly, that's where it's at, and that's where we're gonna get the best of everything. Marvel versus Aliens movie, holy cow. Yeah, that imagine, since they got the rights in comics of Midnight Suns, Blade, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Dracula, and Scooby-Doo. What the Scooby-Doo? What are you talking about over here? That would be I mean, Scooby-Doo is kind of horror, right? A little bit of horror elements in it. But yeah, back to Wolverine being in the MCU. Are we still going for Tom Hardy? Like, who else is gonna play it? I heard rumors of Chris Hemsworth, his brother, actually working on becoming Wolverine or something like that, or it could be the next Wolverine. I don't know what I feel about that. I give anybody a chance once they come up to the plate. Yo, do what you got to do, and then I'll judge you after your performance and be like, yo, you sucked. That was whack. Now imagine. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. We got 8 people in the chat. I want to say thank you again for everyone um dropping by. Again, this was very random. I just saw it and I was like, Wolverine. And then it looks like Joe Russo's like, oh, you know what? He's not in the plan. He's not in the work right now. And then I'm like, wait a minute, he's not even thought of right now. But then we got like little hints of X-Men possibly coming in. And then I thought to myself, like, yo, can there be an X-Men or some characters without Wolverine? And I think the way they can do it is by bringing these X-Men characters in, right? And then just mentioning him, like, oh man, there's this crazy guy that loses his mind every time. He doesn't know who he is and he wanders around Canada woods or something. That would be funny. Wolverine has to be short. Ooh, that's another debate. We got Hugh Jackman, he's like 6'2", and did he work out as a good Wolverine or as the perfect Wolverine? Can there be better? But Absolute Venom, how short you want him to be? Because in the comics, he's like 5'2", isn't he? And I don't know. I don't know if that would work out. I mean, that would be pretty cool, but yeah. Thanks for the show. La Cruces, thank you for watching me from New Mexico while I'm in New York. Ooh, bars. Where's my tequila? No tequila. But yeah, so as you can see, there's another article there that I want to tackle. It says Zack Snyder, and I think I spoke about this in my last live stream. Zack Snyder actually answering the Joker's why the Joker is not wearing tattoos or why you can't see his tattoos, because I was thinking like, yo, where's Zack Snyder? He dropped this. On another note, Zack Snyder's dropping his trailer on Valentine's Day for Justice League, which I think is way too much right now. Like, we're getting too much. Like, I didn't need a preview or a teaser to the Justice League trailer, but it's cool. It's cool. I understand. Everybody wants it to happen. Everybody's excited. So I'm excited for that as well. Tom Cruise as Wolverine. Ooh, can Tom Cruise pull it off? How old is Tom Cruise? I mean, I guess age doesn't matter now because they could just use technology, especially the MCU. We know what they're capable of. Even with what happened with the Mandalorian. And yeah, that would take me out of the running of Wolverine because I'm 6'1", shaking my Mo. I don't know if everybody knows, but Mo is not 6'1". Bearded Gamer, what is up, my brother? This guy, another gamer in my channel right now, and this guy's awesome. He's been posting up videos of some horror game that I'm trying to check out, but it's funny to see his reaction because he'd be jumping like crazy. But yeah, thank you everyone for dropping by. This was just a short stream about Wolverine. What do you guys think about him being in the MCU? What do you guys think about Joe Russo saying that, hey, listen, we're practically not thinking about him right now. Hugh Jackman played Wolverine in a spectacular way that we gotta give it time to sink, and everybody just start forgetting, because that's how I think they see it. It's just, we can't do anything now because everybody would be, because no matter what, you're going to compare the next Wolverine to Hugh Jackman. No matter what, somebody's going to say something. Everybody's going to have that in the back of their head. Like, look what happened to Batman. Who is the best Batman ever portrayed? Or he's not as good. Ben Affleck's not as good as Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same for Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, the character, and they're going to be like, whoever's the next cast member to actually play Wolverine, they're going to be seen and compared to Hugh Jackman. But yeah, what else we got here? Too much content from Zack Snyder. Chill, bro. Leave the rest of us to view in March. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. I do understand that, it's been like 4 years and he's been trying to make this movie and the whole Snyder Cut run and everything like that. But yeah, man, just let us just watch it the 18th. Let us just watch it the 18th. My thing is that if it's so good, if the film is so good and I want more, am I going to get more? Because from what I hear, they're done and they don't want to do anymore. X-23, and they can throw them in the mix. Might as well his kids clone. Oh man, this is, yeah. Imagine X-23. I'm telling you, that's another kid. Yo, bring in everything Wolverine. But Wolverine has to be rated R. I think we established that, right? With the last film. we established Wolverine would have to be rated R if he ever gets another film by himself. We can't have Wolverine PG-13 slicing and dicing and no gore and no blood and heads chopped and legs and limbs and all of that. Bale best Batman. I don't know. Christian Bale. For now, yeah. For now, I think he is. I think he still holds that. But I do like Ben Affleck's Batman a lot. If we're talking about Bruce Wayne, I think Christian Bale takes that. But if we're talking about Batman, the way he looks and everything, I'm into Ben Affleck. Hey, yo, Batman. Hope everyone is having a great evening. Thanks again, Bearded. Thank you, everyone, for dropping by and just hanging out with me for a couple of minutes. Close to half an hour, and we were just talking about Wolverine and the MCU. Let's see what happens. Joe Russo was like, yo, it's not happening, not yet, but I'd love to see them. I do want to hear a little bit about Fantastic Four and seeing if they're going to come in or if they're going to say anything. But WandaVision drops. When doesn't it drop tomorrow? Oh, my God. WandaVision drops tomorrow. Got to do some watch party or something. But thank you, everyone, for dropping by. I'll see you guys next time. I'm definitely probably going to go over that article because I really want to see what's going on with Jared Leto and his tattoos and if they're still there. But thank you again. TK's Batcave. You guys can sub me up if you want to. Hit that like button if you like this video. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, unfortunately. But hopefully we get some Wolverine news later on, though. Peace. Where am I at? Oh, you know what? Let me get myself a big screen before I go. Yeah, now we're talking, right? All right. I'll talk to you guys later.